Minister Tsiamalili, our Chief Secretary of State, Ambassador Andrew Forbes, the Commissioner of ICAC, and your Assistant Deputy Commissioners, all heads of government agencies, all public servants, Pastor who opened with a prayer earlier today, to the media and to the country. Today I am happy that the #1 department in our country is mounting its own anti-fraud, anti-corruption and whistleblower protection policy. And this is a statement upfront that we mean business and we are not here to tolerate corruption, illegal practices whatsoever of any form in the Prime Minister's department and henceforth in the public service. So let me congratulate every one of you behind the scene who've made this moment possible, but more importantly, it's not just this moment, but really getting to move to make it happen. And so I just want to step back and say thank you for all who've made this moment possible. Let us now get to work. Police Commissioner has spoken earlier, and I want to make a case in point. ICAC is here not to usher up the work of police, or not to do the work of Ombudsman Commission. Their clear, distinct role, and the Constitution governs administration of all these constitutional offices. ICAC comes in with its own space and sphere of operation to ensure corruption in totality is handled or stopped at the gate or addressed in terms of restitution going forward. So I was very pleased to allow Mr. Forbes to take precedent in his speech before I make my response. I want to say clearly, universally from our front, Papua New Guinea must not tolerate corruption going forward into the future. Mr. Forbes have indicated that in developed world, 5% of the national wealth is squandered, abused, wasted through corruption. In the developing world, Mr. Forbes quoted, and I quote him, 10% on average. This is not to say we are squandering 10%, it may be more, it may be less, it may not be so. It's a hypothesis that needs to be proven. I just came from a conversation with learned people at the University of PNG, and we were discussing commerce economy, and I did point to them that the fight against corruption is not just a social sector fight, it is an economic sector conversation. My zeal, my passion, my drive to get back more from our resources for our country would be totally redundant and in waste if the basket that holds public fund and if the basket that keeps our resources together for dispensation of goods and services to our country has major hole in it. And if the major hole is a 10% hole, then taking this year's budget as a case in point, we are operating a 24 billion kina budget, and you're looking at 2.4 billion kina siphoned off through complacency, inefficiency, corruption, wastes. A country cannot afford 2.5 billion kina wastes. 2.5 billion kina for me is enough to build all the provincial hospitals we need, enough to connect roads to the uttermost of our country. We have never connected for the last 44 years, 46, 47, now going 48. The stride we're taking to leave no place, no child, no one behind. And the fact that our money we generate from within, you ask Treasury Secretary, and those of you who've been in the public service for so long, you know we don't have enough money to finance the entire need of the 460,840 square kilometers of land and the 12 million people in our country. We cannot have wastes in our system. That is why I almost lost government in 2020, because we pushed through ICAC, lest we forget the journey we have come from. And I want to say thank you to the Chief Secretary for your response to ensuring that the first department in our country steps up its game in fighting corruption. I want to also remind all of us, our time is short. You live but a short time. Madam Secretary, Mr. Secretary, Mr. Commissioner, the heads of department, the buck stops with leadership, including me, but all of us at a devolved function. The buck stops with us. No one else is out there. Mr. Forbes will not be doing this forever. It stops with us. And it starts with us, it stops with us. The future you build for your country is the future you're creating today. And I want you to be creationist and not destructionist. We have been destroying our country for so long through wastes, and two of the C's I've been using, needless to use a third or fourth C. Two of the C's I've been using in my word as defining our effort to fight corruption is corruption and complacency. Two of the biggest cancer eating into our public service machinery and political structures from 1975 up to today. Complacency and corruption. What do I mean by complacent? It's deeply attached to corruption. You think it's not your responsibility. You think who cares less. You have a spectrum of life that is only fortnightly based. You don't look beyond your impact to the next generation. You just see what you're going to earn in a fortnight. And if it is not enough, you run your lifestyle that is so reckless that you want to borrow, steal, get elsewhere to sustain a lifestyle that is not fitting of your salary remunerations. And so it is important. I want to appreciate Prime Minister's department. And launching is one thing, let's get to work. And for every one of you out there, you need not to be scared, for goodness sake. Simple rule in life. Follow the law, do the right thing. Simple as that. Follow the law, do the right thing. You need not to be scared. For those who are scared of ICAC, for those who are scared of this policy we are shifting and mounting, you are scared because you're on the dark side, as the pastor said. If you're not in the dark side, you're in the light side, you need not to be scared. You need not to be scared. It's about time we put some scoreboards. I want corruptionists to be prosecuted. And all the task is on hand to ensure that you report. That is the reason why we have Whistleblowers Act. And if there is more room for improvement in the Whistleblowers Act, we must improve so that we give protection to those who are reporting corruption at workplace and in society. Report corruption, and for those who are tasked with mobilizing evidence, you must have the ability to segregate hearsay from concrete evidence. And as you segregate that, you start to funnel through the prosecutions. And as you prosecute, as it comes to the judiciary, we want dispensation of justice at the very earliest, so that this country becomes a place where it is fair on everyone who work hard and live by the rule book, and not those who abuse time in public office or who abuse the authority bestowed upon them by God and by the people we represent. And so I just want to task all of us to get to work, report, prosecute, dispense justice, and we all live. And for us and all of us, fear not. Live by the rule book, follow the laws that govern your organizations in our country, follow the financial instructions, and you will be okay. You will be okay. We don't want our country to have shades of darkness where those who operate in the illegal economy proliferate. We want the formal economy to grow. In the last 3 years, I have been growing the economy. We grew the economy by 33 billion, not by a new project. Progress isn't open yet. Wafigold is still work in progress. Papua is still work in progress. We grew the economy by trying our absolute best to increase efficiency in the public service. I want to place on record my appreciation to IRC and Customs. I tell you what they've done, and I was drawing this illustration. Chief Justice, I'm almost done now, please. I'm almost done. This is the size of our country, our economy. What Sam Cohen and David Tor did was, we're collecting now much, much bigger and better money than we've been collecting for a long, long time. We're simply isolating illegal operations in the dark black economy, and we're migrating all of them into the formal economy now. So if you see this as the size of the economy, Before 2019, we were probably collecting this quarter, a third, or almost half. Just by pure increasing of efficiency, good governance, and pure work ethics, we have now increased collection. Not by an increasing tax rate, but simple human efficiency built into our systems. That is why I said complacency is sick. We need to step up and work, follow the law, and get going. I look forward to a time when the Whistleblower Act is fully matured and is assisting the systems of government and our judiciary address corruption. I look forward to a time when ICAC is fully functioning, Ombudsman is fully, adequately resourced and functional, and police likewise. We're ramping up more support to the law and justice sector now like never before. Judiciary, magistrate services, police, and entire full spectrum of the law and justice sector is receiving money like never before. We're ramping up allocation to them. In fact, over 40% increase has been made to the law and justice sector from previous government's level of allocation. That is where you say, put your money where your mouth is. We're putting our money where our mouth is, try to get this issue settled once and for all. I want to counsel all of us in the public service. There's a Greek, I will conclude now, Greek proverb that goes like this: great old men grow trees whose shade they don't sit under. I want generations of Papuan today grow the seed and grow the trees of a public service and political structure that is functioning minus corruption. Under this shade, you and me may never sit in or under, but our children will sit under a shade of a prosperous, progressive, nice country for all. I look forward to the fullest implementation of this one, and I look forward to all of us working tandem. In case you do not know, I will just conclude by reminding us, we have amended the Proceeds of Crime Act to include the undisclosed wealth provision into this. For those who are living a lifestyle that does not commensurate with your level of income, then Mr. Taxman, Mr. ICAC, and Mr. Who else, police, and everyone can ask you, indicate to us how you are aiming to live that lifestyle. This is not to accuse anyone, but it's just for accountability today that we must pass a safer country to the next generation. Let's earn our space, let's earn our money, let's live within the laws, and together we are building a better country. God bless each and every one of you.